Let's get some more real-time reactions now. And I'm joined by Seth Olale, who is at that dinner I mentioned earlier at the Sheraton Hotel. Seth, that was to be a celebratory dinner. What is the mood like now?
I'm okay. Well, you're now joining us here at Addis Ababa, where a special dinner has been organized in honor of the Kenya's candidate to the AUC chairmanship bid 2025, Raila Amolo Odinga. That particular dinner event is taking place at this adjacent hall, just next to where we are standing right now. We played to you earlier on live pictures of the arrival of first Raila Amolo Odinga, and then second, shortly after, you saw there the head of state, President William Samoei Ruto. So this particular dinner event just happening on my left side, and we've been requested to step out. It is a closed door event, but I'm going to just request Gitonga if we could just show our viewers who are joining us live where we're talking about the right context of what we are saying. And so this particular dinner is taking place at this particular room. They're saying that it is a closed-door event. What we know is that President William Ruto and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga are both inside this particular ballroom. Who else is there? We have quite a number of Kenyans who are part and parcel of the delegation that escorted Raila Amolo Odinga to this to here in Addis Ababa to participate in the 2025 election for the African Union Commission chairperson. So that event is now commencing proper. We are being told it's going to take about 1 hour, and we are going to follow the proceedings at least as they happen. But for now, we're being restricted. It is a closed-door event. They're saying the session is not open for the media. But also, we want just to do a recap in terms of, what the outcome of this particular election mean. And we're going to speak to one of the election observers who monitored closely this particular session. Just come over, Mr. Ogweno. Just introduce yourself. We're here as an observer. What are you doing really here?
Thank you very much, Seth. My name is Fred Ogweno. I'm here on behalf of the Inter-Regional Peace Network as an observer. And so basically we are just monitoring, seeing how the process is taking place, a lot of things that have been happening here. Unfortunately, we were not able to be inside during the elections. Actually, you know that it was a secret ballot. And so we were restricted, but at least there are some things that we've been able to observe and take note of.
What particular things did you take note of in as far as observing an election is concerned?
I think this was more of there was political aspect of it and also the diplomatic aspect of it. Unlike the elections that we usually have, probably during the general elections, like what we have in Kenya, this was a little bit different because there's a lot of diplomatic engagement at every stage. So, we are used to elections whereby people just go outside there, campaign, a lot of tantrums are thrown outside there. But this one, there was a lot of decorum, a lot of organizations. I mean, people were so much organized, even if you look at the way they are doing things, and also a lot of interest from individual countries, At one point, I think we almost thought that we were taking it. Again, you were able to see how things have turned out to be.
Can we use this phrase, the end justifies the mean? Whatever the outcome, whatever is done to lobby votes for your favor, did the end justify the means?
I think you are somehow right, because I remember I'd said it somewhere before, early in the course of the day, that whatever was going to take place today, on the material day, that is the actual date, the date of voting today, was going to be very, very, very significant, even more than what has transpired in the last 1 year or so. So this was the day that, countries were now going to put what they want on the table. And actually, if you look at how the countries have voted, you realize that there was a lot of mobilization at the end, towards the end, because if you look at round one, how things went, you look at round two, how things went, you look at the third round and up to the sixth round before the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga decided to let it go, you realize that there was a lot at play and that have taken place on this material day.
In regards to, just take us through, we saw the voting. Is it possible to predict who voted, which country voted for which candidate?
I think it might be a little bit difficult to say that, but at the same time, you could see that, you could see that it was a little bit systemic. If you look at round one, where the guy from the candidate from Madagascar, a number of votes that he got 10, and then when we came to round two, you were also able to see the patterns that were playing. So you can clearly see that the Francophone countries were able to stick together, and they voted for their country. And then you also look at it that the Anglophone countries were not able to vote as a unit. And then also you look at also other regional politics and then regional interests that were at play also might have affected a great deal the outcome of these elections.
Okay, thank you very much. Of course, more and more reaction in regards to the outcome of the 2025 Heads of Summit, 38th ordinary session of the Heads of Summit that had the election of the Africa Union Commission chairperson and the deputy. We know the results by now. Just some reactions, but just to remind you viewers is that President William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga are at this moment attending a special dinner that is happening just right now. We're just outside where it's happening. It's going to take about an hour, and we are camping here just to get to find out what was said in that particular dinner. Olive, from where you stand, I don't know if you have any reaction. Are you still at the Africa Union headquarters in Addis Ababa?